She slammed the brakes so hard the tires screamed. Her heart exploded in her chest, pounding, threatening to burst through her ribs. The small shadow sitting dead center in the road didn't move, not an inch, just sitting there like a statue under her headlights. Sarah gripped the steering wheel, knuckles white, breath caught in her throat. Did I hit it? Her hands shook as she stumbled out into the cold night. What she found in that road would shatter her heart and put it back together in ways she never imagined. The dog sat perfectly still, ears twitching but body frozen. Sarah approached, her voice cracking. "Are you serious? You don't see this car? Why aren't you running?" But the dog didn't look at her. Its head swiveled left, then right, searching, confused, trying to locate her voice. Sarah knelt down and her stomach dropped. Ribs jutted out like prison bars beneath paper-thin skin, fur tangled into filthy clumps. "Oh my God," she whispered. Without hesitation, Sarah scooped the trembling dog into her car and rushed home. She borrowed food from her neighbor and set a bowl down, but the dog just sat there, head tilting, nose twitching, completely unaware of the meal 2 inches away. Something was very wrong. The next morning at the vet, Sarah's words tumbled out fast. "He doesn't look at me. He stumbles. What's wrong?" The vet stared at her. "Are you serious? This dog has no eyes. He's completely blind. How did you not notice?" Time stopped. Sarah's heart seized, caught between stopping and exploding. If you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, I have to say, I'm a little heartbroken. Stories like this need your support. Hit that subscribe button right now. You won't regret it. The vet scanned for a microchip. Beep, a match. "His name is Nova," the vet said quietly. "He lost his eyes to cancer. His owner passed away." Sarah's knees buckled. Nova had been abandoned by tragedy. No family claimed him. This blind, starving dog had survived on the streets alone, stumbling through darkness, relying on strangers who occasionally tossed him scraps. That's how he stayed alive, barely. Sarah's tears came fast as she wrapped her arms around his fragile body. "Welcome to your new life, Nova," she whispered. "You're home now." Nova didn't just survive, he transformed everything. At first, cautious and confused, bumping into furniture, flinching at sounds, but Sarah and her husband Michael were patient. They learned his rhythms, guided him gently, let him know he was safe. Slowly, Nova started to trust. His tail wagged for the first time 3 days later, a slow, hesitant movement that made Sarah burst into tears. Michael laughed. "He's going to be okay." And he was. Nova's ribs filled out. His matted fur grew soft and shiny. He learned the house layout by scent, navigating with surprising confidence. Every time Sarah cooked, Michael would shout from the living room, laughing, "Here he comes! Nova's nose is activated." And Nova would appear, head tilted, tail wagging, drawn by the smell of home and love. Michael had a habit of blowing soft puffs of air onto Nova's face just to watch him react. Nova would freeze, ears flattening, head jerking left and right, trying to figure out where the mysterious breeze came from. Then Michael would scoop him up and cover his face with kisses, while Nova's tail wagged so hard his entire body shook. Sarah would watch, her heart aching with fullness. This was the dog everyone said was too broken, the dog who lost everything. Now he was the center of their universe, the heartbeat of their home. Today, Nova lives his best life with Sarah and Michael. He navigates their home like he was born there, his incredible nose mapping every corner, every scent, every moment of love. When Sarah cooks dinner, Nova's there, nose twitching, tail wagging, completely convinced he's part of the cooking team. Michael still blows air on his face, and Nova still gets adorably confused every single time before the kisses start. They treat him better than most people treat their own children. Gentle hands, patient voices, unconditional love poured into every interaction. But the most incredible moment came 6 months after they brought Nova home. Sarah was in the kitchen when she heard Michael's voice crack with emotion from the living room. "Sarah, come here, now!" She ran, heart pounding, terrified something was wrong. But when she rounded the corner, she froze. Michael was sitting on the floor, tears streaming down his face, and Nova, beautiful, blind Nova, had his head rested perfectly in Michael's lap. Not by accident, not by chance, with pure intention. "He knew," Michael whispered, his voice breaking. "I was having a bad day, thinking about my dad, and he knew." Nova's tail wagged slowly as he pressed closer, his warm body offering comfort he couldn't see but somehow understood was desperately needed. That's when Sarah realized the truth. Nova didn't lose his ability to see the world. He gained the ability to see souls. He navigates rooms without sight, but he navigates hearts with perfect precision. Every morning he finds Sarah before her alarm goes off, pressing his cold nose against her hand, his gentle way of saying good morning. Every night, he positions himself between them in bed, a living bridge connecting two people who saved him and a dog who saved them right back. The neighbors who once walked past him on the streets now stop Sarah to ask about that amazing blind dog. Kids in the neighborhood have learned to approach slowly, speaking softly, letting Nova smell them first. He's become the gentlest teacher of patience and empathy their community has ever seen. Nova doesn't need eyes to see how much he's cherished. He feels it in every touch, every laugh, every moment they choose him over and over again. The dog who was left behind, who stumbled through streets he couldn't see, who survived on scraps and hope, he found his forever. He found his purpose. He found his family. If this story touched your heart and you're still not subscribed, please don't wait any longer. Hit that subscribe button. What would you do if you found Nova in the middle of the road? Tell me in the comments below. If this story moved you, please hit that like button. It helps more people find these incredible stories.